friend. Welcome to the Fruitful Fertility Podcast. Do you want to better understand your body so you can get pregnant naturally? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling how to ovulate on your own or natural fertility tips? Do you feel lost on what your next step should be? Hey, I'm Tori, a registered nurse, Christian fertility coach, and your new TTC BFF. When I started my fertility practice, I realized how much the modern medical system was missing when it came to supporting women trying to get pregnant. I knew God had called me to this space to bridge that gap and provide more natural fertility support and education. With time and a little trial and error, I found a foundational way to assess infertility cases and get better results. In this podcast, you will finally understand how your body and fertility work, support to stay off that emotional roller coaster, and a proven strategy to improve ovulation and increase your fertility naturally. If you're ready to get started, drop those ovulation sticks and grab a pen because, girl, you look fertile to me. Let's talk about something that you may have been prescribed or has been suggested for you, and that is Letrozole. We're going to talk about why doctors typically prescribe it at the fertility clinic, what the side effects are, what the success rate is, and I'm going to give you my very biased opinion of why a holistic approach is better and can get you an even higher success rate, like literally triple the success rate, statistically speaking. And to get started, I'm going to give you a little fun fact. Before I dove headfirst into fertility, I was actually a nurse at a radiation oncology center. And I really love that job, which is a weird thing to say because you think working with cancer patients is really sad. And while it is, there was just something really sweet about it. Like there were deep connections there. But I say that because the first time I ever heard of Letrozole was because I worked in cancer. And Letrozole is a cancer drug. It is a pill they give to women who've had breast cancer to keep their estrogen low. There are certain types of breast cancer that feed off of estrogen. So if you have that type of breast cancer and then you have radiation or chemo and it's gone, they want to keep it that way because cancer likes to come back, unfortunately. They'll give you Letrozole to keep your estrogen low so the cancer doesn't have anything to feed off of. So fast forward to me really diving in the fertility world and learning all the things, and I start hearing that Letrozole is what they use to help women ovulate. And I was really confused because I was like, no, this must be a mistake because this is a medication for breast cancer patients. But actually the off-label use of Letrozole is that it does induce ovulation. And this is why doctors typically recommend it. You come to the fertility clinic. Even if you are ovulating, this is where they'll usually start Letrozole or Clomid. They technically use Letrozole more for PCOS women because it statistically works better for women with PCOS. So that is a reason they may have chose that for you over Clomid. Now, very often I get asked what I think about Clomid, what I think about Letrozole, and I want to start by saying your body and what steps you take is up to you. This is your call. There's really not right or wrong answers. I just have, because I am holistic based and functional medicine based, I have what I think is a better option. But this is by no means to talk you out of it. It's just to educate you on what your options are. But again, typically you go to the doctor, the fertility clinic, and the doctor is going to suggest Clomid or Letrozole right off the bat to help you ovulate. This is kind of like their first line of defense before they do anything super invasive. And yes, it can help you ovulate. And yes, even if you are ovulating, it can make your ovulation stronger. But my personal opinion on this, like when people ask me, is it's just not getting to the root cause of why you're not ovulating in the first place. And if you are ovulating, I feel like it's an unnecessary thing because it does have side effects. Now, because Letrozole is a drug they give to breast cancer women to lower their estrogen, guess what it's doing for you? It's also lowering your estrogen. Now, the half-life of Letrozole is short. So typically your side effects will resolve when you come off of it. But I don't like for people to be on Letrozole long-term because it's a little bit like hormonal birth control. Your body's getting confused. We're kind of manipulating our hormones instead of supporting them. And I don't think that's healthy long-term. And some of the side effects you might experience while on Letrozole, let me get this out, is because we have a decrease in estrogen, you might experience hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, increased anxiety. And now none of that sounds really fun on your fertility journey, does it? And when we consider the success rates that go along with those side effects, it's not cute. It don't look good. The success rate for women with PCOS is 20 to 27%. This is pregnancy rates, not just ovulation rates, but actually becoming pregnant. 20 to 27%. For unexplained infertility, it's only 8 to 12%. Cost-wise, it can be anywhere from as cheap as $5 to $300. Typically, I don't think it's a very expensive place to start. So money-wise, it's not that bad, but for 8 to 12% and the side effects, just doesn't sound great. But when we come to a holistic approach, this is my opinion on why I think a holistic approach is better, and it's what I teach in the conception connection and definitely with my HTMA clients on how to help them ovulate on their own naturally. And I think this is a better option because it not only helps you ovulate, but it creates a fertile environment. We want a healthy pregnancy. We don't want to just kind of manipulate our hormones so we can get pregnant. We want to get pregnant, stay pregnant, and have a healthy pregnancy. And so when you come at it from a natural or more holistic approach, you are creating a really fertile environment, a healthy environment for your baby. You're also not going to have negative side effects typically. I do have clients when we get started with HTMA and we're doing Vicon and doing this mineral balancing, sometimes they don't feel great. Because as we balance minerals, your body's adjusting and it can create headaches and fatigue and things like that. But long term, you're only improving your health. You're only feeling better. Does it create these really tough, bad side effects long term? You are improving your health on a foundational level. And I know I say that a lot, but there's no better way to describe it. And when we're using medication, we're dealing with short-term side effects that are not great, but it can also create long-term side effects as well, which we're not typically told by our doctors. And even when my clients do experience maybe some headaches, some fatigue, they come out of it by the second month because then their body catches up and adjusts, and then you're feeling great. You're feeling so much better. And I often have people that sign up to work with me, and one of the first things they say on the call is, well, even if I don't get pregnant, I know I feel better. Because if you're having trouble getting pregnant, you're probably dealing with some other issues too. Maybe it is fatigue, maybe it's skin issues, maybe it's a regular period, those kinds of things. So we get that stuff worked out in the process. So that's like a really sweet bonus and makes it even better. When you come at it from a holistic approach, you're also going to get more support. The fertility clinic, that what I hear from my clients the most is that they feel like just like cattle herded in and out. Like they don't really have a lot of time. They have a lot of patience. They don't even remember your story. They're going to suggest medication, then they're going to suggest IUI, and then they're going to suggest IVF, and that's how it goes. So then we're getting into thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So we're coming at it from a place of really manipulation versus nourishment. It gets expensive and it has a low success rate. So when I was getting these numbers ready for this episode, I was like, I want to find out what my new current success rate is because it's constantly changing. It's kind of ebbing and flowing based on how many clients I've had. And right now, my success rate is around 60%, with an average of the women that get pregnant getting pregnant in 3 months. So let's go back to those Letrozole success rates. For unexplained infertility, it's 8 to 12%. My average is 60%. That's a pretty good deal. It's more affordable, it's holistic, it's helpful, it's nourishing, and flat out, it's just more likely to work. And that's really what we're after, right? We're trying to get pregnant, have a baby, start our family. So my suggestion to you, if you have gone to the fertility clinic, maybe they've suggested Letrozole, this has given you some information to help you decide if you're okay with moving forward. Maybe you understand it a little bit better and you're like, yep, I'm ready to try it. Or maybe it makes you think, I think I'd like to go the more natural route, and here are your options if you would like to work with me. You have the Conception Connection. This is a step-by-step plan to help you improve your fertility in 90 days. This is a membership. We have monthly group coaching calls. I'm going to give you essentially a blueprint on how to regulate your cycles, improve ovulation, improve your chances of getting pregnant naturally in very simple, natural ways. This is a really great option for anyone, but especially those of you who've been trying less than a year. Maybe you're coming off birth control and you need somewhere to start. This is a great place to start. If you are someone who's been trying 6 months or over a year, I'd love for you to come do HTMA. Let's get your test, let's get your results so we know exactly what we need to focus on to improve that ovulation, regulate your cycle, and help you get pregnant. That test gives us so much information on what's going on inside your body. So instead of skipping the step, taking the medication that might cause negative side effects. We're getting to the root cause so that you can get pregnant not once, but twice or 3 times, or how many babies do you want to have? That's another thing that I look at as a plus for a holistic approach, and in my opinion, a mineral balancing approach, because I'm willing to bet you don't want to get pregnant just once. I'm willing to bet that you want to have lots of babies, and you should. I think you absolutely should have your big family. So when we approach it from a holistic standpoint, we make it easier to get pregnant the next time and the next time and the next time, so that we don't have to go back to medication and procedures and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I hope this episode was helpful and educational, and you feel a little more empowered when it comes to letrozole, and if that's the right choice for you. And if you're looking for a more holistic approach, the links to the Conception Connection or the HTMA bundle is linked below, and I would love to have you and help you grow your family. Thanks so much for listening. I will see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this episode touched your heart or taught you something, I'd be honored if you share it with a friend who could use the information too. And if you want to be the real MVP, then would you also take 30 seconds to tap those 5 stars at the bottom and leave a written review telling me what you're loving? It lights me up to know this podcast is really helping you. Don't forget, you're super cute and super fertile, so meet me back here next week and let's keep chatting and learning together.